Hey, everybody, welcome to the America Guns and Freedom podcast with your host, me, the Yankee Marshal. As always, this is just an open chat between me and the viewers because I am horrible at answering emails or actually finding them and figuring out how to answer them, especially when they come through things like Patreon or something. I'm like, I don't even know where they are. So I come here so that you can ask me in person. See me humiliate myself trying to answer questions here live. So feel free to ask whatever you want to ask, suggest whatever topic you want to suggest. Doesn't have to be gun related. That just happens to be our main interest. Guns, cars, cryptids, comics, whatever. If you need to know a little bit about the birds and bees, feel free to ask. I'll tell you what little I know. Feel free to, like I said, ask whatever. And if there's a technical question and I can't answer it, pay attention to the live chat. There's a lot of people in there that probably can answer it way better than I could. So pay attention, participate, be part of the group. Don't just sit back and lurk. Join. So do that. I will start us off today. I like to start by ordering. I like to start by, I'm not starting over. I like to start by reading the names of people who have ordered merchandise over the last 24 hours. All right, now we got one person. Felipe Gonzalez. He got the Guns Don't Kill People, the Government Does shirt, which is one of my King of the Hill trilogy. This is one of the other ones from the King of the Hill trilogy. In this country, we used to shoot Nazis. So get one of them, this one, that one. There's also the I Don't Know You, That's My Purse, one with Bobby. So go over, get all three. Why not? Like I said, they're bootleg. They may not last forever. So get them while you can. So thanks to Felipe Gonzalez for supporting TYMP by buying merchandise, and you can do it too by going over to TYMPpistolproject.com. There's a link there to my Shopify page. You can also become a patron and support Pets and Vets and Friend Drawing and the Friend Program and the Voices Program. You can also join Subscribestar and choose which one you want to support, Pets and Vets or TYMPP. There's a Pets and Vets tier. Everything else supports TYMPP. But like I said, you can also go buy merch. And there's also places over at TYMPpistolproject.com if you want to make a one-time donation to help the channel keep rolling and save as many pets as we can, do as much as we can for the Second Amendment. Feel free to do so. Let's get started with the questions. I got a couple questions that came in during the chat here. The first section of the chat that I want to get to today and now. It's Trading Con David, who I think is a new citizen to our country, said I think 8 years ago. Looking for an auto loader hammer fired 10 millimeter. Auto loader hammer fired 10 millimeter. Not a fan of 1911s. So my only two options are the P220. That was the first one I was going to say. And the Tang Folio Witness Elite. Would you recommend the Tang Folio? Ooh. I would love to just say yes, I would recommend it. But I can't, in all honesty, recommend it because it's not a negative reason. It's because I don't have any experience with them. I always say I'm going to get one. I hear very positive things. So if I was to recommend it on hearsay, I could definitely recommend it because I hear positive things. But I myself have never gotten around to getting one. I have wanted to time and time again and just never done it. But you can't go wrong with the P220, and you can always carry extra mags. So, and they're small, they're thin magazines, so you can carry one easily. So it's easy to carry the one in it and one extra and not even be any harder to carry than just the Tang Folio. And you got a gun that is pretty amazing, although it is pretty big. But I do believe the Tang Folio is pretty large also. I would love to see some more hammer-fired 10 millimeter guns, although we have a plethora of them now compared to what we used to have. I did a video not that many years ago saying, hey, 10 millimeter is a horrible carry caliber. And it was because there's just not a lot of options for guns in it. Now there's more options, but still not as many as there should be. But I would like to recommend that you do get the Tang Folio and then let me know how you like it. So I'll know, because I would love to know. And I want pictures too. Not dirty pictures, just pictures of the gun. You can send dirty pictures if you want. I mean, who objects to a good dirty picture every now and then? Women don't tend to like it when you send them dirty pictures. Well, if it's unsolicited, they don't like it. But I mean, what's wrong with it? I've always thought they were too sensitive. Trading Con David also said TH10 versus Tangfolio. I can get any for $430 used. The TH10, I'm interested in also. Same thing. I don't have experience with it. I think Gummy Wuzzle likes those guns. You should talk to Gummy Wuzzle about it. He can cheerlead you into getting one probably. But I've heard good things. I've handled them. I shot one. Seemed pretty nice to me. So I wouldn't hesitate to get one. But I can't say that based on experience. I just base it on speculation from what I've seen of it, heard of it. Karen Woodson's joining us again tonight. Says, hi, Yankee. Trouble just follows you around. Yes, it does. And it's these people's fault because they don't pay their tithe to Phil, and then he punishes me because I'm his prophet. And therefore, when the sheep are misbehaving, he blames the shepherd. It ain't my fault. I can't. It's like I'm not like herding sheep. These people. It's like herding cats, and they don't want to do nothing that they don't want to do, and they're stubborn. Some of them, like DM Faust, are just outright defiant, and then I get punished for it. Although I did get a new car today because I was not going to let the Ford employee pricing expire. So either I'll be really happy in 30 days that I went ahead and got that car at the price I got it at, or I'll be really sad if they recover my car and decide to fix it. Although both people I've spoken to, the officer in charge of the investigation and the insurance guy in charge of the investigation, both of them pretty much said the same thing. The fact that they disabled the GPS and the low jack and all that stuff before they even drove the car off or hauled it off shows that they're probably professionals, and this car is going to be turned into like a racing car or something, because apparently the WRXs and those are really desired platforms right now. So they're like tops on the theft ring want list because people get them and don't even put them on the roads. They file off all serial numbers and turn them into off-road vehicles. So chances of me ever seeing it again are slim. I didn't even get to kiss it goodbye. If I had only known that time I parked it downtown Portland, that was the last time I'd see it, I would have at least given it a kiss goodbye. But they stole closure from me. They didn't just steal my car and my innocence and my naivete. They stole closure from me. So shame on them. Bad car thieves. Bad, bad, bad. Why can't car thieves have a heart? Let you say goodbye. Let's see here. Where were we at? I don't know what I've been babbling about for the last few minutes. Did I even get to the questions? Oh, I haven't got to the YouTube, the PayPal questions yet, have I? All right. What's today? Today is the 7th. Yes, because that was the last day. You had to take delivery about the day to get the deals from Ford. Let me go down. Where are we at here? All right, we got John and Mandrick chiming in. John and Mandrick chimed in and said, Phil needs to change it to the more people pay tithes, then he punishes Yankee. I know. Or a random chat member. I know he needs to do that. He needs to say, if y'all want to watch Yankee suffer, pay your tithes, because that would be much more productive. But he says that that's negative reinforcement, and he doesn't agree with that. But I'm like, do you pay attention to the people that are in your church? They're fucking dicks. He doesn't get it though. He thinks the best of people. Well, he doesn't think anything of people much at all. He doesn't care much for monkeys. He's not a big fan of primates. We're not anywhere near his favorite animals. We're not even his favorite mammal. His favorite mammal is the elephant for some reason. I don't know why, but I do. I love elephants too. But I like rhinos better, and I like hippos. But I love elephants too, and I love penguins. Phil's not crazy about penguins. I don't know why. Maybe it's because they sometimes eat octopuses. But I'm like, how do you not like penguins? Come on, who doesn't like penguins? All right, let's get back to the chat over here. What did he say? Oh yeah, that was Tim. So pay your tithe. I've suffered enough. All Phil asks is that whenever you come and watch one of my videos or my live chats, especially the live chats, if everybody came to the live chat, paid their $2 tithe to Phil in exchange for this fantastic entertainment that you're receiving, and like I said, yes, I know I'm using the word entertainment loosely, this content you're receiving, it's not much to ask. I mean, like I always say, you all know what we always say. The only place you'll find entertainment comparable to this is if you stand outside the public library and watch homeless people shout at passerbys. So that's pretty much the same level of what we do here. Although I wish I could draw like those people do. Boy, they draw a crowd. Wish I knew their secret. Sean Coleman chimed in and said, planning on getting a new car, either a Honda Civic or a Toyota Corolla. Just want a good car to get back and forth to work with. Are there others you would recommend in a similar price range? Well, when it comes to like a good, simple little transportation, it's hard to beat Toyota and Honda. It really, really is, because a lot of the other car manufacturers have just given up on that segment of the market completely. Ford, Chevy still does a couple little things. But yeah, I mean, if you're going to be, I just want a basic little sedan or a basic little hatchback to get back and forth to work. I mean, if you don't think Honda and Toyota right off the bat, well, then what really are you thinking? I mean, there's all kinds of cool little cars out there nowadays. You're spoiled for choice if you can find them. But the basic little Civic, stylish, got decent little power. Now, I do like the Civic better because when you can get the Type R. So I like the levels of the Civic. I like the Civic, and I like definitely the Type R better than I do the Corolla. Although they do have the little GR Corolla, which is very cool, but that's not what you're looking for. But little Corolla hatchback, very sporty looking still and decent little car. But I think I go Honda over Toyota in that case. But yeah, they're really the two big choices. I was watching a video of the Detroit Auto Show yesterday. I watched a 2-hour video of a walkthrough of the auto show. It's like being there. I watched every minute of it. I usually have a hard time watching anything more than 10 minutes long. I watched every minute of that. Paul Bidenbach paid his $2 tithe to Phil and said, "Hail Phil again. Does anyone make a polymer frame 1911 who?" There were polymer frame 1911s. I don't know if any of them still exist, but the 2011s have polymer grip frames and trigger guards. But there have been polymer 1911s. I don't know if any of them are still in business or anything, but they did exist. I don't know why anybody'd want one. Just get an aluminum frame. I mean, it's lightweight, and I like it better than do polymer. I can handle aluminum frames and titanium and stuff like that, but I'm just not a polymer fan. Then we got Taylor Reagan chiming in, who also became a patron today. I don't know if I read that or not, but that was our one new patron for the last week. I remember there were Guntubers that wanted to join the TYMP for profit. Have any of the big ones asked about joining just for the love of 2A? It seems like a simple decision to join and share the passion. No, most big Guntubers, even the ones that are really passionate about Second Amendment, which is very few and far between now, and most of them are gone. When the profit went away and you had to become a shill for the market or the gun groups, a lot of those people faded away. But usually when they're running their own channel, even if they are highly devoted to the Second Amendment, well, they're busy running their channel, and trying to keep it alive if you're trying to do that without sponsorship or without doing commercials or without pushing the big gun groups that want to profit off everybody, excuse me, it really is hard to survive and even pay attention to anybody else. So I don't fault them for that. It's the ones that are for the big money. And of course, no, they would never promote TYM Triple P. They would never promote Pets for Vets, because whenever they say, hey, this guy's doing this good thing for the Second Amendment community, or he's using his voice to do something positive, trying to, and he's not taking money from the industry to scare you into buying a new gun every day and stocking up on ammo and buying all these other things. He's doing all these things. They can't do that. Even if they wanted to, they can't. Because if they've sold their soul to the dollar bill on their channel, if they point to your channel and say, hey, they're doing these things, well, all that's basically saying is, I'm not doing these things. So ask me why, because that's what people start doing. They start going, well, why aren't you doing those things? You have way more subs. You get way more views. You make way more money. Why aren't you doing at least what he's doing? And they don't want to answer that question. They don't want to be asked that question even. Where was I here? Mikey D chimed in and said, so what car did you get, you senile old fucker? The white Stang with the spoiler delete? Well, I ain't telling. I'm kind of afraid I will tell here in a little bit, but I'm kind of afraid. Now I'm like, oh my God, my stolen car better not show back up. But the chances of it showing back up after 3 days, was it 3 days now? Yeah, 3 days. It got stolen on the 4th. The chance of it showing back up, combined with the fact that they disabled all the tracking stuff right off the bat, which means they were able to hack into the computer of the car, or had a GPS jammer, one or the other. Either way, they're professionals, and that car ain't ever going to be seen again. I think the recovery rate on circumstances like this, according to the insurance guy, he said if he had to guess, they probably recover 1 in every 1,000. And I'm like, well, that ain't good. So, it is good, though, if you're going to go ahead and get another car. So as long as it stays gone, and as long as the insurance company pays me what they said they're paying me, everything will be fine in 30 days. If something else goes awry, you could, like I said, if you open up the chat one day and all I'm doing is sitting here and blubbering inconsolably with mascara running down my face, well, then you know my car probably turned up. And I am fucked. Because there's no way I could sell it for what the insurance company is giving me on it. Because I got that rider policy for the replacement called MSRP plus any material objects that I ordered with it that are connected to the car. They have to be permanently connected to the car. You know, with that, and by permanently, they mean can't be removed without tools. Can't ever be removed, because nothing's permanently connected. Steering wheel is not permanently connected. The tires and wheels ain't permanently connected. But anything that would require tools to remove would be covered. So under my umbrella policy. So yay for that. I'm actually getting back more on the car than I paid for the car. So I'm getting back all the money I put down. Plus I'm getting, I think it's $6,000 more than I paid total. So as long as that goes well, I'll be happy. If it does not, like I said, blubbering inconsolably next time you see me. Let's see here. That was Mikey D. Karen Woodson chimed in here. Karen, what she even got her an entry in, some entries into the double super secret stock giveaway. Does trouble camp out at your front door? I think it does, to be honest. Generally, though, I have to say my life is pretty uneventful. It's pretty simple. I don't have a lot of stressors or a lot of bad things. There's not a lot of drama. I'm not in a relationship where we fight. My kids aren't on drugs or out getting people pregnant or anything like that. So my life is generally pretty easy, I have to say. My life could be a lot harder than it is right now. It could be a lot harder. I mean, I'm not rich by any means, but we're able to pay our bills and have some luxuries. Well, we could just pay our bills and have a lot more money, but I like to have a little bit of luxury, like a car and stuff. Cell phone, you know, a lot of people consider luxuries. So I can't complain too much. It's just that my health ain't great, and that's my fault because I haven't been exercising enough. I eat too much. I love to eat. I love food. It's one of my comfort things. I love to just sit and watch TV and eat. Being someone who had a very tumultuous childhood, high stress, high survival, risk, kind of childhood, facing a lot of traumas early on, etc. Well, as an adult now, since I've had all that in my life, I just want peace and quiet. I just want to sit at home. I just want to do my thing, do chores and enjoy my car and stuff like that. So my life ain't hard. It's just most of the problems are stuff I bring on myself. And occasionally things like your car gets stolen. You have car problems or something. But other than that, my life's pretty good. I can't complain too much. I would be happier if you fuckers would pay your tithes to Phil so he quit fucking with me. But other than that, it ain't that bad. It'd be a lot better if it wasn't for Phil fucking with me all the time. For not herding you cats in the right direction. Kevin Payton paid his $2 tithe to Phil. Says, have you dry fired your CZ Shadow 2 carry? Yes. Is the double axle trigger pull good or what? How many pounds? Have you heard about the new SIG P226 Legion X carry? Yes, have. Decent, nice. And the trigger on it's very good. I have a video up where I compare it to the full size Shadow, and one of the things I do compare is trigger pull weights. So if you want to look at that video on my website, it's over there, and it does have all the more detailed information that I go into now, and I definitely wouldn't remember all the numbers right now. So yeah. Mikey D said, well, if half your walls cleared out, went on car. Yeah, if my wall ends up cleared out, I had to pay off the down payment on the car. Hold on, I got to answer an email. I'll read you. My sister's asked me about the insurance on the car. She got to know what's going on. I thought about that too. I thought if I had to make up money for a down payment, I could sell my Corths. I wouldn't miss them and never shoot them. I just love owning them. But I could sell them. Wouldn't get what they're worth, but I could sell them. I could sell my Corths. What else could I sell? I don't know. I could sell off some of maybe my custom 1911s. I don't care. My 2011s I could definitely sell. I could sell my Desert Eagles, but I kind of like having them. The 2011s, they don't mean shit to me. To be honest, I don't really care one way or the other about them. I could sell them so I could sell like 4 guns and probably make like 10 to 12 grand to go towards it. And we're also dealing with the insurance for the Prius. The insurance company offered me a low ball offer on the Prius to trash it or to return it with a certain amount of money to fix it. And I'm like, that's not enough to fix it. And that's not enough to buy another one like it. So we're going around and around with that too. So I'm going to have to deal with 2 things at once. We all pray to Phil for your car. No, we don't. We pray to Phil that my car is never seen again. That it has a happy life on the rally circuit. That it has a very happy life out there on the rally circuit or street racing circuit or whatever, making money and getting to do what it was meant to do, run wild and free and zip around gravel roads and dirt roads, through bushes. Just I hope that it has a good life doing that and that we never see it again. All right, let me get back over to the questions. Jason Thompson's our last super chat over here, so let me get that answered, and then I'll see if we got any emails. Did you know if cops go to Gen Pop, they will never have issues with constipation? Don't worry, everyone bleeds on the first time go around. That's just nasty. Nasty officer. That's got to be my last super chat. I got to have that taste in my mouth for the next rest of the chat. I don't think so. But all right, let's see if we got any emails I need to share from people here. Service. Did we get an order? Oh, Charles Shanice ordered the armored assault possum shirt, so we did get an order. I got an email from Frank Rodriguez, who says Chuck E. Cheese is reportedly planning to open adult-only arcades featuring retro games and alcoholic beverages. I thought that's what Chuck E. Cheese already was, except that you could bring your kids. I thought that's pretty much what they were. I know somebody sent me a picture of a new gun, and I need to find it so that I can call him a cunt. There's one. Oh my God, that's nice. That really makes me mad. But I know there was another one. Where did it go? Where did it go? I'm trying to find it. Give me a second, people. I thought I saw it before the chat. Oh, there it is, right there. Good, I found them all. All right, now let's go over the emails real quick. People have sent. Boom, share. This is from Leonidas1236, which I keep telling him that ain't right. He got him a new Jericho 941. Look at that, ain't them nice? It's like the baby Desert Eagles. They made the shorter barrel of these in stainless one time, and I started to get one and then didn't, and I regret not getting it. But this is, I do believe, what calibers is it? Does it say? Did he say? I don't know, because you could get these in 40. I don't know if this one's 40 or not, but there's a nice new addition to the safe. And then we got this email here coming in from Raymond Nunez. That's why I was going to kick him in the taint for interrupting one of my takes earlier. But he says, these are my children's. I don't think they are children. I don't think you can write them off on your taxes. Write them off on your taxes. See what happens. But he looks like he's prepared to defend the home front there with his little bipods and everything. You know, I don't have a bipod. I need to get a bipod, especially because we got us perfect up. There's a deck right outside Zyler's apartment up here, and it looks out over the front of our property. You can see people coming from down the road, down from the airstrip down here, and you can even step up onto the roof and see out down over the valley. And I need a bipod, so in case everything's ever go bad, we put someone up there sitting with their bipod. And since it's uphill from the rest of the area, they can't really see you very well. Put a couple sandbags there and ready to go. I haven't done that, but I need to do that. Did I not share his? What did I do? I think let's see here. I showed that, right? Y'all could see what I was talking about. And then here, this one really makes me mad. From Michael Santersola. Hi, Yankee Marshall. Attached is my new purchase to go with my Sea Camp 380 and Ruger Super Red Hawk Alaskan 2.5-inch 454 collection. Mike Santorsola. H&K USP 45. Those are nice. Those are really nice. Why does he get that and I don't? What did he do? I think this is Phil again punishing me, making me have to see other people get this stuff. Well, first I want to address this. You have two legs. You are already a bipod. No, tripod, some people say. You don't know. Shut up. Let's see here. All right. I think, is that all the emails? That's all the emails. And now let me go over, see if we got any questions. We got a couple minutes to answer questions over here. Let's see if I got anything. Do you like Gun Sam? Well, I don't know. I don't know what Gun Sam is. LA Mayor Karen Bass says that crews do not have enough time to clean up the streets ahead of the 2028 Olympics. Well, how long is it going to take to clean the streets? How dirty are the streets? I mean, that's like 3 years. If someone tells me, oh, we got 3 years and we can't clean that up, I'm like, well, what the fuck is wrong? Then that needs to just be abandoned. Move the city 20 miles to the west or something. Well, they can't move 25 miles to the west. They have to move 25 miles to the east, I guess. Today I saw a pickup truck with a flesh-colored truck nuts on it. I thought the driver castrated a white guy and hung his nuts on this truck. Truck nuts should always be either chrome or black, metallic black. They shouldn't be flesh-collared. That's off-putting. Your truck's not flesh-collared. I mean, I accept the color of your truck. If your truck was flesh-collared, which that was a trend there for a while, having like flesh-collared trucks and cars, well, then your nuts can be matching. But otherwise, if you got chrome bumpers, make them chrome. If you got black bumpers, either make them black or make them the color of the car. Like if you got a red car, red truck nuts. I mean, it's just have some class, people. You might want to put one of those Apple AirTag trackers on the new car. Well, they got ways around all that. The inspector guy told me that they got devices will jam even those. So where they can locate them, they can find them because I guess they ping a signal so they can find them in your vehicle and trash them. They got like those wand things. So these people know what they're doing, apparently. There must be big money in it because I'll be like, how much money could there possibly be in stealing a car to make it worth being so? But apparently there are rings of thieves up in like Vancouver, BC. And them damn Canadians are serious when they're criminals. No, we will not pray for the car's return. The Taliban says they're struggling to deal with 500,000 Afghan people being sent back to Afghanistan from Iran. No nation wants their own trashy people back. Imagine that. What's so volatile over there and such a fucking mess? I'm not saying our hands are clean of it, but allowed the wrong people. Well, America knows one thing, which is so funny that the right caters to the religious groups in this country because they need their support. But America knows one thing. You want to destabilize a country, give the prevailing religion in that country power. And they'll be in the dark ages in 30 years. And they know that. And they've done that time and time again in the Middle East. And yet here in America, they act like we need religion in government. The founding fathers knew that was the last thing we needed. So it's always funny to me how pro-constitutionalists who quote the founding fathers all the time seem to forget the parts where they said that corporations and religions should have no power in government. Because that was two of their biggest tenets. And they ignore that. And then pretend like they care what they say on other things. And like it's one or the other, dude. Make up your mind. We got another super chat coming in over here, so I don't have to have that one from Jason Thompson be the last one. John Heasley chimed in and said, you skipped my first chat, did I? Did I just read it, that you did it, and then not read the chat? Because I do that sometimes. Let me go back and look. I Mexican carried for a while like a real dumbass. I got lucky and never shot myself that way to win the stock. You are lucky. You could have castrated yourself. What are you, an NBA player? Don't Mexican carry. For Phil, it's a 40 Yankee. I thought you might like it. Oh, I do like it. I like 40s, and I liked that gun. They made a polymer version of it, but I like what you got right there. It's a clean looking gun. Clean looking gun. They call it the Baby Desert Eagle. I don't know why it doesn't operate the same, and it actually works. That seems unfair to call it the Baby. Like watching Fat Albert. I can't get my mouth to watch. Can't get my mouth to work. My brain ain't doing much better. Let's see here. Okay, I'll keep my fingers crossed that your car. No, don't. One of El Chapo's kids is probably driving your WRX. I hope he doesn't. Stolen WRX rally running and totaled within a year. As a stolen car, they don't give a damn if they destroy it. That's true, I guess. And apparently you can make some money rally racing. Some of these purses, I was just looking into it as a curiosity last night. I was looking at some of the forums and some of the Reddit threads on, and as good as I can read a Reddit thread, I can kind of follow it, but not totally. These people, they run in these races, and the purse for the winner is like $30,000 or $40,000. And these aren't big sponsored races. These are like, the Milwaukee City Open outside Kansas Challenge, things like that. And you run in like a Red Bull sponsored race and stuff. There's big money in it. Did you hear about the Missouri AG going after YouTube for squelching gun channels? No, but they need to. Because they're actively squelching us. Or squanching us, as I said last night accidentally. I'm very thankful that your car was an organ donor and its chopped car parts are keeping all the other Subarus alive, for Subaru was a selfless car that gave back to his community. There's that aspect, but I doubt they'll be chopped up from what I'm hearing. They usually make those into rally cars. I think they're worth more as that than they are chopped up. These guys spend an outrageous amount of money on those cars they build up for off-road racing and stuff, for the dirt road racing and gravel racing. They spend horrendous amounts of money building their car. So getting a car like my car, for 20 grand and then be able to strip it and do what they want to it, that's cheaper than buying a new one base model and doing it. So, and it already has the upgraded suspensions and stuff that they can work from. So I see where the money's at now. Because it always kind of amazed me that, like, how much can a car be worth chopped up for parts? I mean, to make it worth going to all the effort they go to, it's got to be a big operation to even chopping them up. So I'm like, how much money could be in them? Apparently there's aspects to it I never considered. If Phil is punishing you by giving us guns, why won't he punish you but giving me some? Well, he doesn't like you much either, I don't think. I mean, he doesn't punish you because you pay your tithes, but that doesn't mean he likes you. I think he finds your beard off-putting. Not as bad as Welper's, but he's considered many times just squishing Welper. But then he says, well, he'd get in trouble with the ACLU if he did that. So because he's one of those protected groups of people. 357 or 44 Magnum in a lever action will be used for targeting and deer hunting. What would you go with? 44 Magnum out of a lever action. That's rifle. That's a potent round. What 38 ammo do you recommend? You mean 38 special, I'm assuming. Hornady makes a round I like, but generally I go with the Underwood Extreme Penetrators and stuff, or the TUIs from Fort Scott. I like Fort Scott ammo. So I also like Hornady, as you can see here. I got some Hornady sitting here, just bought, so just ordered. Move LA 20 miles west is a great idea. Perfect place on the ocean floor. That's why I said it had to be east, because they couldn't go 20 miles west. It'd be damp if they went 20 miles west. I had 4 options to choose when I was riffing there and chose the wrong direction. I could have said north, south, or east and would have been fine, but I had to say west. The right-wing plan is to destabilize our nation with a theocracy to return us to the dark ages and feudalism run by the rich and rich corporations. Well, check, mission accomplished. They pretty much got that already. I know the police said maybe 2 tow companies, but did they try to call more just in case? Well, it would have been in the system by now if it had been towed. It was not towed. There were only 2 tow companies working, doing calls like that in that area, so neither of them. And I did call other tow companies just to check, but I didn't see anybody that actually. I'd call them and say, "Hey, did you all do any pickups in Southeast Portland or Northeast Portland?" Nope. Would you rather be stuck in the window seat next to Andre the Giant or stuck in the back of a cab with Yokozuna? Back of a cab with Yokozuna, because I can get the fuck out. Window seat in a plane, no, not so much. Do you still buy Minuteman ammo? Yes. That's predominantly what I stock up with is Minuteman. It's my son too. That's predominantly what he buys. He used to work for him loading it. So he likes buying it. He knows it's good stuff. All right, I think that's it. Let me make sure we're all caught up over here on the super chats. Joe Jose Vega was the last one. Let's see, is he still the last one? He's still the last one. I got everything over there. I want to thank everybody for coming today. I appreciate it. I will see you all again tomorrow. Hang around after I end the chat here if you want to know what car I bought. I'll show you. But thanks everybody for coming. I appreciate it. Appreciate everything y'all do for the channel. Hope to see y'all again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe until I see you again. Hey everybody, Yankee here. Before we go, I just want to take a second to remind everyone that this channel is 100% viewer funded. We don't take a penny from advertisers, retailers. We don't take money from political organizations. There's no one telling me what I need to tell you. Everything that we do is done through the generosity of our viewers, either buying merchandise or becoming a patron or a Subscribe Star member. You're all the ones that support Pets and Vets and TYMP. And that's the reason I can stay true to myself and loyal only to the people who watch my channel. And I can spend my time talking about what I want to talk about, telling what I think needs to be said, and giving you my uncensored take on things I think you need to hear. So if you'd like to help keep things that way, please support the channel by becoming a patron, a Subscribe Star supporter, or just going over to my web store and buying some merch. The links are all in the upper corner of this video.